Hello everyone, myself Gayatri Bajpayee. In this video we will learn the combination of error. Generally this type of the question asked in a competitive exam like IIT JEE, GATE or any other type of the entrance exam, and generally we are having very less time to solve that. So there is only two rules to solve this type of the question. Just like if your physical quantity is having some error and you are adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing this type of the physical quantities, so what will happen for the error? So there are only two rules. One rule for addition and subtraction, another rule for division and multiplication. And if you are having some power of these physical quantities, then just you have to multiply that power. We will see through some examples. I will derivate also this, but finally you have to understand these two rules only. And don't be confused, that will be valid for any type of the combination. If you are doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and having power everything in one combination, then also you can do it. So okay, let's start with some example. So here one problem for the subtraction. Okay, here we are subtracting the temperature of these two people. So here one person is Ramesh, another person is Suresh. They are having some temperatures. Ramesh is having 38 degrees centigrade and having some also error plus minus 0.2 degrees centigrade. And Suresh is also 37 degrees centigrade and plus minus 0.1 degrees centigrade. That is the error. It may be in a thermometer, whatever they have used, they are having that error. So the question is asked, what is the temperature difference between them? Now what we are doing, we are subtracting these two physical quantities. So suppose temperature of Ramesh TR equals to 38 degrees centigrade and temperature of Suresh is equals to 37 degrees centigrade. Okay, and if we are taking TR plus minus delta TR, so that is how much? That is equals to 38 degrees centigrade plus minus 0.2 degrees centigrade, and delta S plus minus delta TS if I am taking, that is 37 degrees centigrade plus minus 0.1 degree centigrade, and temperature difference that I am denoting as a T. Okay, so T is equals to, we have to calculate that TR minus TS. So this is we have to calculate. Now we are subtracting these two physical quantities. So T plus minus delta T, that will be, we have to found. So TR equals to, also we can write that TR plus minus delta TR and minus of, if I am closing this is TS plus minus delta TS, that we have to calculate. So here I will start. So T plus minus delta T will equals to TR minus TS, like this we can write, and plus minus is there. So if you are putting plus minus in outside is minus, so it will become minus plus. Finally it is plus minus, the same symbol, because it's taking plus and minus both the symbols. So here it will be delta TR plus minus delta TS. So this is what? This is nothing but T from the equation 1, and here it is T plus minus delta T. So simply we can cancel out, just we have used in a addition. So delta T equals to delta TR plus minus delta TS. So what is this? This is 0.2 plus minus 0.1. So it is plus minus of 0.2 plus minus of 0.1. So it will equals to plus minus 0.3 degree centigrade. That is the final error what will be. So we have to find the temperature difference. So temperature difference, final temperature difference will be T plus minus delta T. So that will equals to how much? 38 minus 37 plus minus 0.3. So it will be how much? 1 degree centigrade plus minus 0.3 degree centigrade, that is it. Here also we have simply added these two errors, 0.2 plus minus 0.1, and here there was no coefficient like 2, 3, 4, so we are not multiplied with that coefficient. So here simply we have added. So whatever it is, addition or subtraction, in both the cases we have to add the errors. Okay, so don't be confused. If they are asking about only error, what will be the final error, so no need to calculate this thing, just you have to tell the error, and this is only just you have to add these errors if it is not having any multiplication, that constant. So if constant is there, then just you have to multiply it with that constant. So this is only one line, this is only one line, you can solve in a one line. Now I will take one example for division and for multiplication. So in this example I am multiplying these two physical quantities. How? Here we are applying the seat, this seat at the floor of the room. So for that we have to calculate the area of the floor. So for that we have to multiply these two physical quantities. This is length, which I denote as L, and width, which we can denote as W. So the area of the room, area of the room, so I am taking as a, so that will equals to L into W. This is one equation. So A plus delta A, so that will equals to L plus minus, this is plus minus because error is in plus and minus both. So L plus delta L and W plus minus delta W. Okay, so if I am simply multiplying these two brackets, whatever quantity inside that, so it will be LW plus minus W into delta L plus minus L into delta W plus minus delta L into delta W. Like this you can write. This is equals to A plus minus delta A. Okay, now if I am simply, we can cut this because we know this delta L equals to A. So this simply I can cut this from the first equation. So delta A equals to how much? So delta A equals to W by W into delta L plus minus L into delta W plus minus delta L into delta W. So if I am dividing this equation, suppose this is equation 2, if I am dividing this from the A, so what will be happen here? A is equals to how much? A is equals to L into W. So here L into W, this L into W, here also L into W. So W cancel out, L cancel out, and here one quantity. Here we know delta L is very less and delta W is also less. If two less quantities are multiplied after the decimal, then it become very less, and we are dividing this L into W. So this value is very less in comparison to these values. So we can just tell us this is goes to 0. Okay. So delta A by A equals to delta L by L plus minus delta W by W. Here also is plus minus, and plus minus, here nothing is there. Okay. So this will be the final one. So here what is this? This is the relative error of that physical quantity. This is the relative error. Just we have studied relative error is what? What is the error divided by original value? So that ratio is called the relative error. If you are multiplying this with the 100, so this is called the percentage error. And what we have we have calculated this delta L. This delta L is absolute error. So we are comparing with the original one. So that ratio is called relative error. If you are multiplying with the 100, that is called percentage error. So just you have to add all the relative errors if you are multiplying two physical quantities. So we know delta L is how much? Okay, here we can solve it. Here I have proven it. That the time when you are attempting this type of question, that time no need to prove these all things. Just you have to add the relative errors. And generally they have asked what is the final percentage error or what is the relative error. That type of the question they will ask. So simply you have to put it here and you can find how much the percentage error is there, how much the relative error is there. So if I am finding delta A by A, so this is the relative error. So that is delta L. L is 0.5 divided by 20. So this is in mm. Okay, this is in mm. So if I am keeping it in a meter, so 10 to power minus 3 and plus minus, this is 0.4 into 10 to power of minus 3 divided by 50. Okay, so this will be 0.025 into 10 to power minus 3, and this will equals to plus minus 0.0266 into 10 to power minus 3. So this, if I will add it both the things, so it will become 0.0. This equals to, if I am suppose I am taking this is as a 0.027, so it will become 5 2 into 10 to power minus 3. This is the relative error. Okay, now if you have to find the percentage error, so what will be the percentage error? Simply you have to multiply with the 100. So percentage error again 0.0052, that much percent. So it's very less because your value is in a meter and the error is in mm, so it's a very less. Now if you have to find the absolute error, so delta A, if multiplied this relative error, so this will become 0.052 into 10 to power minus 3 multiplied with area. So area is how much? Area is 20 into 15, this is 300. So okay, if I multiply this value with the 300, so it will be 15.6 into 10 to power minus 3. So which I can write as 0.0156. So this is your error in delta A. So what will be the A plus minus delta A will equals to how much? So area is 300 plus minus 0.0156. They both the things in meter square. Error. And if you want to find the absolute error, because our question is how much square meter seat is required, so for that we have calculated, but generally the question is asked like that, what is the relative error, what is the percentage error. So now I will take one example for question when we are dividing two physical quantities. Now we will take one example for dividing of these two physical quantities. Here one cylinder is there, inside that cylinder some gas is there. So from the piston upside we are applying some force, and the area of the piston is a square type. So the length of the width of the piston is same, and what is the length? That is 30 mm plus minus 0.2 mm is the error. Okay, and what force we are applying? That is 2 kilonewton plus minus 0.3 kilonewton. So what will be the final pressure inside the gas? Okay, so how can we calculate? The pressure equals to F by A. Okay, if we are finding P plus minus delta P, so it will equals to F plus minus delta F divided by A plus minus delta A. Okay, so if I am taking this F from this bracket, so F plus minus delta F divided by, if A I am taking out as a common, so it will become 1 plus minus delta A by A. Now this quantity I will take it up, so this will become F plus minus delta F in a one bracket, in another bracket 1 plus minus delta A by A minus 1 divided by A. And this is a binomial series. In the binomial series, it's required this value should be less than this value, this 1, and this minus 1. So binomial series, I have explained what exactly the binomial series, how to expand that, and why if the minus exponent is there, then it is called the series. So everything I have explained, that video I have given in a description box. Okay, so here what will be the expansion? It is actually a series, the infinite term will be there, but I am just taking only two terms because other terms are negligible in comparison to these terms. So it will become how much? That is F plus minus delta F, and this will become 1 minus plus, because this minus sign comes inside, and this will equal to 1 plus minus delta A by A, because it is minus plus or plus minus we are writing, both are the same. So that's why I am keep on just plus minus a. So this equals like this and divided by a. Now I am simply multiplying. So it will become f plus minus delta f plus minus f into delta a by a plus minus this delta f into delta a by a. And if I am dividing this a, so this will become f by a, this will become delta f by a, this will become a square, this will become a square. And this quantity is very less because delta f is very less because it's the error and it is less in a point, and delta a is also very less and dividing by a square, so it is very less in comparison to these three quantities. So just I am taking as a 0 because it goes to 0. So now for this, if I am solving here, so for this I can take p plus minus delta p. So if I am taking p plus minus delta p divided by p like this in both the side. So how can we write? If I am taking f by a as a common, okay. So when you are dividing both the sides, so you are just dividing f by a like this. So and I am taking it common. So this will become 1 plus minus delta f by f plus minus delta a by a, because f upon a you are taking outside, and this is 0 and this is cancelled out. So we can write it 1 plus minus delta p by p equals to how much? 1 plus minus delta f by f plus minus delta a by a, and this 1 is cancelled out. So here again we can see what is the relative error of the final, that pressure, the physical quantities, if we are dividing. So again the relative error of these two physical quantities, we are just adding these relative errors. If the physical quantities are multiplying or dividing, in both the cases we have to add simply these physical quantities that we can see from here. So here one more thing I can do. So here is, this is the delta p by p, okay. So if you are multiplying these two quantities with the p, then you can find the absolute value of delta p. And one more thing you can see, what is the delta a by a? Delta a by a is the length and width. Here length and width are same, but if length and width are not same, then a equals to what? L into w. So here we are multiplying these two physical quantities. So what will be the delta a by a? Again the summation of the relative error of these two physical quantities. So it will be delta L by L plus minus delta W by W. So in place of delta A by A, simply we can put this. So if from this we can write P equals to, if F L W. Now here three physical quantities. These two physical quantities divided by this physical quantities. So here it is multiplying, here it is dividing. So the combination simply you have to add all the relative errors of these physical quantities. Now if I am taking L equals to W, so here if you are taking L is equals to W, so it will be how much? Delta L by L plus minus delta L by L. So this will be how much? This is plus minus 2 times delta L by L. Now if you see from this P equals to F upon L square. So what is happening here? Here the power is there and we are dividing. So dividing two physical quantities and having also power. Here also we are simply adding, and this power just you are multiplying. So for this case what will be happen? For this case delta F by F, the relative error of pressure will equals to delta F by L, and other physical quantities is what? This is L. So this is plus minus 2 times of delta L by L. So here all the three things we have seen. If it is multiplying, if it is dividing, if it is having power. So all the cases you just have to add these relative errors, and if power is there, so how much power is there, that power you have to simply multiply. One more example I will take, but before that I will solve, because we have to calculate how much the pressure. So we have to find the absolute error, pressure plus absolute error. Okay, so we have to, now we know delta P upon P. So you have to solve at the time of exam, you have to solve from here. Delta P by P is how much? Plus minus delta F by F plus minus 2 times of delta L by L, that you know. So what is delta F? That is 0.3 divided by 2 plus minus 2 into 0.2 by 30. So this is how much? This will equals to 0.15 plus minus 0.013. So this will equals to 0.163, like this. Okay. If you want to find the percentage error, so just you have to multiply it with 100. So 16.3 is the percentage error. Okay, percentage error. Okay, and this is your relative error. Okay, now if you want to find the absolute error, so for that you have to find delta P. So simply you have to multiply with this value 1.63 into P value. P is how much? P is force by area. So 2 in a Newton, if I am taking, to 2000 divided by 30 into 30. So the value will come in Newton per mm square. So this will be how much? So it will be 0.36. This is the absolute error. So this is error is coming in Newton per mm square. So if you have to find P plus minus delta P, so this P is equals to how much? That is 2000 divided by 30 into 30. Okay, so if you are just cutting this and plus minus 0.36, so it will be 20 by 9 plus minus 0.36. This is your value, that is Newton per mm square. Okay, so this is the final pressure on the inside the cylinder. Now again we will take one example which is having the power, and in that also we are multiplying. Okay, here again I have taken one problem in which we are multiplying these two physical quantities, and physical quantities having power, but here I will not derive. Here I am showing just when it's this type of the problem comes in exams, and how can you solve directly. So we know the volume of the cylinder is pi r square h, that we know. So radius is equals to 50 mm plus minus 0.5 mm error, and height is 150 mm plus minus 0.6 mm is error. So here we are having two physical quantities. So what will be the delta V by V? Simply 2 times of delta R by R plus minus delta H by H. So we are multiplying this power, and here simply we are adding this relative error. So what will be this? So 2 times of delta R is 0.5 mm, 0.5 divided by 50, and plus minus here 0.6 divided by 150. So this will be how much? This will be 1 by 50. 1 by 50 plus minus of this, all things in plus minus. So this is 0.6 by 150, which will equals to, so this will equals to 0.024. So this is your error. So now you have to find if absolute error. So you have to just multiply the volume. So delta V is equals to how much? You have to multiply the volume, 0.024 into pi r square h. We know the r value, r is 50 mm. So whole square into h is 150 mm. So everything will come in mm cube. 28.27. Yeah, 28.27 mm cube. So V plus minus delta V equals to how much? That equals to pi into 50 square into 150 plus minus 28.27. So both the things in mm cube. The units are same. This will be equals to 1178 plus minus 28.27. So this is the value. Okay, but if they are asking only what is the relative error or what is the percentage. So relative error is how much? Relative error is 0.024. So this is your relative error. Okay. Generally they are asking up to this level only, if this is having some product or division. And what will be the percentage error? So percentage error, just you have to multiply it with 100. So it is 2.4%. That is your percentage error. Percentage error. Okay. This just take 1 minute only to solve if you are doing up to this level. So okay. So here some examples I have shown you, in which I have shown you what will be the happen. So okay, again I want to revise it. If you are having addition or subtraction, so addition and subtraction of two physical quantities, simply you have to add delta A plus minus delta B, like that. If you are having A and B, two physical quantities, okay, simply you have to add in both the cases, if it is addition or subtraction. But if you are having multiplication or product and division is there, here this will be the delta Z value. Here the relative error, the delta Z by Z equals to delta A by A plus minus delta B by B. That will be the value. The relative error simply you have to add. But if you are having the power also, some power, like that equation is Z equals to, here equation can be anything, Z equals to A into B, Z equals to A by B, like that. It can be like that. But if Z equals to A square B or A square divided by B, like this, if this type of the things is there, then delta Z by Z equals to 2 times of delta A by A. Either this is square, if it is cube, so it will be 3 times of delta A by A plus minus of delta B by B, because physical quantities are only 2. So simply there are two rules you have to see. If add and subtraction are there, simply you have to add the absolute error. If product and divisions are there, simply you have add the relative errors. And if power is there, then you have to multiply that power only in that relative error, in that particular physical quantity relative error. So okay, so in this video all the things I have given. So here I have proven also, that's why it takes time. But if you are directly solving, so it's not taking any time, so it can be solved in a minute. So if I think so all the confusion, what exactly the combination of error, how can we do, and if what is the simple way, how can we solve it, and I have given the proof also. So everything now I think it's clear. If you people are having some doubt, you can ask through the comment box, and thank you very much. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and again I will make the video like this. Okay, thank you very much once again.